I want to jump on at 4:20. That's right. Happy 4:20. Now it's 4:21. Um, Hello, I'm Henry Brajas. Thank you so much for watching. I'm just going to jump on for a quick minute just to talk about Helm Greycastle. Um, I can talk about other stuff. I've had a pretty, um, how you say, busy life, busy month. Well, that mainly pertains to Helm Greycastle, which FOC's today, number 4, the last issue of the 4-issue series that we planned. Um, I don't know if you know me, but I've been in the comic book industry since I was 18 years old, and um, I've told a lot of people this, but my goal was to have something published through Image Comics and Top Cow Productions. And working for Top Cow Productions for the last 5 years has granted me something very special, and that was the ability to tell a story that I want to tell, which is Helm Greycastle, something um, that really spoke to who I am. I'm from Tucson, Arizona, born and raised, and never was did I ever learn anything about Mesoamerican history. And while I was researching La Voz de Mayo, my first trade paperback graphic novel that came out in November 2019, I learned a lot about the tribe and learning that they were documented during the Spanish invasion, and just learning about the history that they've had with the country. So learning that my family goes back, so or people that my family are related to, like on my mom's side through the Yaqui side, goes back so far. And not learning about that was really difficult to learn, so or difficult to swallow. So when I started writing Helm Greycastle, it was like me kind of uh, battling that. So I hope that comes off in the page. And Helm Castle number 4, which was drawn by Ramat Handoko, colored by Brian Valenza, lettered by Dave Napier, I think his name is. He came in, um, Lampier. There we go. Dave Lampier stepped in. Gabby needed she needed some time to deal with her personal stuff, and I'm really glad that Troy Petrie, a larger world, was able to link me with Dave and get this last issue lettered. And without Claire Napier, I wouldn't have hit my deadlines, who's been an editor and co writer and someone who I've really needed to tell this story. And so, yeah, today, if you go to your comic shop, you tag them on Instagram. If you do that, if you can tell them that you need, um, if you need the book, that will help. Unfortunately, this is a show business. You know, you need to bring people in. You need to fill venues. That's something I learned doing stand-up comedy. Something I learned when I was a jazz festival organizer. The show can't continue if people don't buy the book or show up to the show that you're putting on. So I need your help if you can. Let your comic shop know that you need number 4. But if it might be a little too late today, but if you can, we have a month, I believe, before the trade paperback of Helm Greycastle Volume 1 comes out. So tell your bookshop, tell your library, tell your comic book store. You can get it on Comixology, Apple Books. You can get it on bookshop.org. If you go to topcow.com/greycastle, you'll find a number of links there that will send you to the trade paperback, which I'm, really excited because my first story I told through with Helm Greycastle, it was basically the I had the patience and the time to do a whole trade and do issues at my leisure. Something I like to do with these live streams is have people on, and that's there we go. I get to have my friends on. Jono,
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
How are you?
Good. I like to have these conversations with people because A, I get to steal your fans, your legions of fans. They might see me for the first time and want to follow me and like my stuff because I just do it for the gram, as you know, Jono.
Yeah,
But but Jono, good to see you, buddy. It's been a while. I think you were my last guest or one of my last guests on these.
yeah. I'm trying to just be a recurring host. That's kind of the
You're gonna take over, contrary to Henry.
yeah.
If anybody's gonna do it, it's you.
You say that a lot, so I figured why not act on it, you know?
Thank you, Neil. Thank you. Shout out to Neil, someone who I have known for a long time, one of my favorite Tucson bartenders, who's pre-ordered the book. Thank you so much, Jono. You just tweeted something about a story you did with cats and dogs. Do you want to elaborate? Why don't you introduce yourself and then elaborate on that?
Awesome. Um, I also stopped myself from making a stop, elaborate, and listen joke, but
Oh well, you just did it, so you
I
didn't
didn't.
stop.
I didn't do it. I said I almost did. So then it's
Ah,
fine. That's how you test the waters, and then you don't waste the joke. Um, I'm John O'Deener. I am a comic writer. I co-owner of Rootless Coffee. Um, I do a lot of stuff. I'm in a bunch of bands, and I talked a lot of it last time. But the cool thing to talk about today, I just relaunched johnodeener.com,
oh, cool.
JONODENER.com. I stayed up till like 2 a.m. finally updating it the other night, and I'm pretty stoked. I also got to update it with a new comic. It's called Support Animals, um, and it's Max Struble on colors, Jim Campbell on letters, and Sebastian Perez on art, who is one of my all-time favorite artists. And it was wonderful meeting him through this project. It was in the Maybe Someday anthology, and Tyler gave me his blessing to post it on my site. So now it's live, so everyone can read it, and I'm pretty
And
excited.
who is Tyler?
Tyler from A Wave Blue World. So he put out
Oh, I
the.
know. I just wanted,
Oh, it's for the fans.
yeah, for the fans, for the
Yeah.
gram, baby. Yeah, Tyler's really cool and has been keeping up with Helm Greycastle, which I don't know if you know this, but people in comics don't buy comics.
Yeah, I do.
I know, but you'll meet more people in comics that don't read and or buy comics.
Well,
And
like
so
the one thing, and to be completely fair with everything, is when you're fully immersed in something, you find less time to indulge in said thing, you know, because your time to do that is usually for you only. uh,
right.
but I always try and I have like our group partners, like I'll buy anything from anyone that's in that, like comic related.
Mhm.
And if I'm at a shop, like now I work in Detroit like once a week. So if I stop at Vault of Midnight out there, I'll be like, oh, there's Jeremy's comic. Oh, there's Henry's. And then I just pick it up every time. So
Oh, that's really sweet. That's really sweet of you.
when it's cool because it's like you're supporting a comic shop and your friends at the same time.
Right. Yeah, I just did Free Comic Book Day, and it was incredible. There were so many people. There were so many comics, new comics on the racks. It's like, you're like I don't know about you, but I was afraid that the pandemic was really going to kill a lot of comics publishers and stores, and yeah, and things weren't great beforehand, but yeah, it was nice to meet new customers and meet new people that are watching or that are like signing up for Helm Greycastle and stuff. So um, it was a great experience.
And are they doing several free comic days? How does that
I
work this
don't
year?
know the answer to that, but I don't know. I think not. I hope not.
Because I remember, wasn't it 2 days last year or something like that?
No, was it? It probably was.
Because I remember
Well,
my
I think last year it was like they had to split it to 2 days because some parts of the countries were open, I think.
okay. Yeah, because I know even like record store day is totally different this year. I think they did like two or three of them.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, and it used to be a day, and then it would just be like a crazy influx. So a lot of those kinds of events, especially just being in person, is so different now. You know.
Oh yeah, totally. No, a lot of people. I mean, I went to the doctor today. Thankfully, that my blood pressure is good. Oh, not my blood. Yeah, pressure is good. Um,
Your blood's good.
yeah, my blood is good. I actually blood drawn, and it looks like I've shot up a little. Looks kind of cool. Makes me feel a little tough, you know. Um, and at the end of the visit, the nurse comes in and tells me all this stuff, like to go upstairs and get my blood drawn and stuff. And she hands me the paperwork, and I snatched it out of her hand like really quickly, and I saw it in her face, in her eyes, because I can't see her mouth, her mask, and it just reaffirmed that I have really just lost touch of being in public because yeah, being at Free Comic Book Day was like my patience was thin. I didn't know how to pitch my books anymore. My like display was all messed up. I couldn't figure out how to swipe this guy's credit card to take his money to buy my stuff. It was I'm a mess, Jono.
There's all of these like social norms in like vending and entertainment or whatever that we adapt over time as normal things, but then you forget that that's like a very learned thing, you know.
Oh yeah.
Because I did so Flint had a really cool con, and it was like the first big Flint Comic Con there's ever been, and I was in the exact same boat. This is like a week or two ago where I'm talking to people, and the guy next to me is like pitching every single one of his books, has like 4 pull-up banners, and I'm just like next to Rootless with my like cat poster thing behind me. And I'm just like, hey, what's up? And they're like, your cat's cute. I'm like, yeah. Oh, I have a comics here too. And they're like, oh,
Oh,
your
that's
cat's
cool.
older. And I'm like, yeah. And like, so it's funny because Eric Pilecki, I was talking to him a while back at C2E2, and I had like this huge cat banner. And the thing is, I would watch people's eyes as they walk by. So for example, if you're at Free Comic Day, there's probably a chance that you're the only one there doing stuff, right? So at like a big con, if you watch people's eyes, you could see where they're paying attention. And a lot of times people would walk by and they'd look the opposite way at someone else, like they had a heart or whatever. So what I started doing is like tweaking everything, angling everything. And it's hilarious how much of a difference it makes if you like tilt a banner a little. People are like, you get their attention and they walk toward you. So I always do the like, I have the goofy banner. People look at that. By Rootless, we have coffee. And there's like three factor authentication by the time you get through all those. And then I'm like, that's where it finally happens. But it's very interesting. There's a lot of things you have to do to even get them to pay attention in the first place. Then once you have their attention, then you pitch the book or your book, and you do all the things. And that whole process, and they're like, yeah, sure. Taking the time to do this. I feel bad.
Yeah. I got like, hey, you've cut out. I'm gonna remove you from the room, bring you back in. Um, so yes, that is true. Like we're gonna be going back to conventions soon. I think I remember uh I know that I'll be at Rose City if unless the world shuts down again. I'll be there with Oni Press. I don't know, some of you might have known, but Alex Segura and some really fine people at Oni Press have really they made me an offer I couldn't refuse on my daughter's birthday. They really godfathered me, and I'm really excited to be working at Oni and focusing on retail, on the direct market. So um, and I'm hoping that everybody that the con continues, if it's safe. I'm definitely actually becoming more and more comfortable at home and not going anywhere. So if the con cancels, I won't be in tears like I was in 2020 when I was trying to promote La Voz de Mayo. Hey man, welcome back.
There we go.
Yeah, I didn't know what you said at the end there. You said once you like tilt or adjust something, you catch people's eyes.
Yeah, the too long don't read version is once you get them to pay attention in the first place, then you've earned the now I get to pitch my book.
Right.
And then once they like that, so it's like a few step process thing, um, which is like part of marketing. And then when you're the creator of your own thing, so if you're talking about Helm somewhere, like you have to get them to pay attention first and then do that. It's what like a comic cover does at a shop. They have to stop and look at that, pick it up. What's this about? And like, so there's so many things in addition to the story you've created, no matter the talent you have writing, it's that like promotional machine that you have to be a part of to get them to pay attention in the first place.
Yeah, totally. I agree. I'm very lucky that I've been doing this for so long that I can get people's attention in various different ways, and that I think that's what has made me, I don't know, good at my job, I guess. And yeah, I mean, I'm looking forward to Rose City, and I was actually going to try to go to that show, uh, San was it Santorum or
Oh,
what's
Sanctum
that called?
Sanctorum.
Yeah, Sanctum Sanctorum. They were doing that show, and I was gonna go. Just really looking. I mean, I've been dying to go to your part of the world, especially kind of ride your coattails and see what it's like to be in Flint.
Oh, dude, dreams come true in Michigan, man.
I believe it. I believe it. I feel like there's a parallel with Michigan and Tucson. Just like it's real blue collar work, and if you stray from the path and you're wanting to do something a little bit more creative, it gets a little harder for you, you know?
Yeah, and there's also the benefit of you stick out a lot, It's
Oh
like
yeah.
big fish, small pond kind of thing. But you have to make sure that there's even like a demographic for your thing to care. But are you not doing the con anymore?
No, they canceled it.
Oh, I didn't even see that. That sucks.
Yeah, yeah. Nope. It's been postponed to next year. I'm hoping to go to Rose City. So that's Rose City and Thought Bubble are the only cons I have on my agenda for the year. But hey, man, I just posted your website and your Rootless Coffee. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any last minute shout outs you want to do before we wrap, I'm actually going to a Dodgers game.
Oh,
So really
that's awesome.
excited. Yeah.
Say hi to Jason Bateman for me.
I would never talk to him unless, just from what I've heard, he doesn't sound like the nicest guy.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh no.
I mean, maybe he is. Maybe he's changed. I don't know. I've heard some unfortunate things, but I mean, I'm sure he's a cool dude. I don't know. I think like there's a lot of pressure for celebrities to be on, as like people coming up to you at shows and stuff. There's a lot of like they have like a whole preconceived notion of you, and you have zero. You don't even know these people. You know what I mean? Like they know you in a way that I don't know. That's how I feel about it.
Well, I feel like I always call it like the teacher syndrome, where everyone remembers their teacher, but they forget that teacher has 5 classes a day of 30 people for 20 years. You know what I mean? So it's that switch for someone like that.
And you accidentally call him mom.
Yeah. I usually call Jason Bateman mom.
Mom?
But as far as plugs, there's a new comic, Helm Greycastle, or Greycastle. Wow.
All right.
Just cut me off.
It was good having you, Jono. Thank you so much for joining me. Everyone, thank you for watching. Please pre-order Helm Greycastle, and hope to see you in Portland. Cheers.